Oh, I've gone to the live screen. Well done, Leon. Go to the live screen. Hello and welcome to Game Over Here, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers, with your host Leon,
Dave. Hi.
And the sneeze beetle, because I, for some reason, keep sneezing. Don't know.
It's that fizzy pop, man.
It's fucking with the cocaine, man. I can't handle it.
Le cocaine.
Sherbet.
Cocaine!
Sherbet dips.
Right. Well, yes, we're back, reconvening for another week. Starting to try and be slightly regular somehow. This is unusual.
No, sure.
But yeah,
We
man,
go 3 weeks in a row? 4 weeks in a row? What's going on?
let's see what we can do, mate. Let's keep it up, man.
Let's keep it.
Well, we are here on the sort of Gamescom kind of week at the moment. Plenty of stuff coming out, and I reckon we'll probably end up touching on a lot of that stuff next week, but we have got a little bit within this show as well. But we're going to just sort of go in, as we usually do, and talk about the video games that we like to play. And Dave, man, I'm going to throw it over your way first, as usual, I'd say. What's been crack-a-lacking, dog?
So, if you cast your mind back a fair few years ago, 6 years ago, in fact, to 2011, and there was a Polish developer, Techland, and Deep Silver, put together a little game they like to call Dead Island, which is basically the bastard child of Left 4 Dead and Borderlands kind of game, where you and 3 other people will find yourself waking up on an island after a hard night of partying to find that the island has now been taken over by the undead.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have mysteriously been gifted with the ability not to become infected. So you are going off to try and get off the island, and along the way you help a whole bunch of people finding missing items, relatives, and other shenanigans, all while picking up bigger and better weapons with which you off your undead foes. And yeah, I watched a playthrough of it. I picked this up because it was a game for gold. That's how I discovered it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
It was free. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a go because I'm a big fan of Left 4 Dead. I'm also a big fan of Borderlands. And I'm a big fan of zombies. So, what's not to love about this game? So I did it. I picked it up and played it for, my customary half an hour, never to play it again kind of thing. It was cool. I found it was a little bit, weird with the whole always live aspect to it, that when you go into a game it automatically puts you into a lobby and people just hop in and out of the game, and I felt that a little bit strange. You can set it to offline only, but now I've played the game longer, I don't recommend that. I recommend that you do play it with friends, because eventually the zombies do get very strong and powerful and mean. But yeah, so it's been a few years, but I recently watched a Let's Play of it, and it kind of got me the sort of, I really want to give this a go again, because it's just mindless nonsense. So I did. So I dropped in. I started again from the beginning, because I didn't really get very far anyway with my previous character. Did the prologue, where you basically run through the hotel, and I died because I'm shit. Basically, you get to a point where it's like, please run away from the zombies. The zombies will kill you. Run away from the zombies. Come towards my voice. Don't go towards the zombies. Don't try and engage them. So, of course, I go, you know what? I'm fucking devil-heart bastard. I'm going to take them all on. Powerful kick that I've discovered. And got munched within like 2 seconds.
Oh, man.
So dying within the first 5 minutes of a game, achievement complete. So anyway, so I did that, beat the prologue, and then was just running around the beginning of the game, whereupon some American kid dropped into my game and was like, hi, would you like this ridiculously, stupidly overpowered, effectively infinite ammo gun that kills zombies in one shot and sets them on fire?
Sure.
To which I was like, no, why would I not Why would I want such a crazy weapon? So yeah, so now the game has become easy mode and is just silly because I'm just running around with an AK-47 mowing down zombies and setting them all on fire. The downside is that once they're on fire, you will take damage from that fire. So you go running in going, I'm going to loot them, and then suddenly you're like, I appear to be burning. This is bad. But yeah, the game is good, and the fact that it's still, it's a 6-year-old game, but there's still an active community. I was playing it earlier today, and I had 4 people in my game. It's crazy, and then my game crashed because the internet connection over here is stupid shit. So it does require a good.
Oh, really,
connection.
Dave? I had no idea.
I know. Go figure. So yeah, that's
Can
the
you not
slight
get
downside.
better internet? Is it just where you are? Is just that's the best you can have?
Yeah, where I am is the best I can have, and so it was fine with me and maybe a couple other people, but then suddenly I had 4 people in the game, and the internet connection was like, whoa, now
Whoa.
I can't.
Hold up.
This is a bit too much. Yeah, so that's annoying.
Fair
The
enough.
graphics are horrendous. For a game from 2011, the pop-up is astounding. But it's mindless nonsense, and I got it for free, and there's DLC, and even if you don't have it for free, it's still pretty cheap. So definitely worth going to get.
Cool, man. Cool. So, I mean, what else has been cracking, Dave? I mean, I see that you've recently just put up another Hearthstone video.
I did. There are more Hearthstone videos for you to go watch. Go watch them. The Wing 2 of the new adventure set in Ice Crown has been launched. The bosses are slightly harder than Wing 1, but definitely way more fun than the first Wing. The deck, although after a while I managed to put together a basic deck that could absolutely crush them. But as going up against them for the first time, they definitely had more surprises up their sleeves, which I thought was good. Still cool, and even if you're not a massive fan of it, you do get free packs, so it's still worth playing just for the free stuff.
What's the raid that's going on? Have you seen this?
The rave.
Raid.
Okay, so I think it might be a BlizzCon exclusive thing. I'm not sure exactly, but I just watched Trump earlier on Twitch on the day off. When he was taking on the Lich King, and he had 197,000 whatever health, and basically it was like he said he was doing the raid. So I don't know if it's new content that's dropped or if it's the Gamescom.
Maybe talking about the next week's shenanigans. Next week is the final wing, and you go up against the Lich King himself. And the idea is that you need to beat him with every class in order to unlock the new paladin hero, Arthas. And apparently, each hero that you fight with, the fight is slightly different. And there's rumors that I believe it's the priest or the mage will start with 1 health point. He's meant to be like uber hard, and there's also rumor that there's going to be a heroic mode once you've beaten the third wing, but there's been no official mention of that yet, because a lot of people have been very upset with the level of difficulty for this particular adventure. You can pretty much face roll it with any half decent deck, although this is sort of more aimed at newer players. And players who just want to have fun rather than any sort of serious hardcore playing, which is why a lot of people are asking for the heroic modes, because generally speaking, heroic modes have been, the challenge.
Mm.
So we shall see. But that's the only thing I can think of with Raid. There's been no other anything else that's dropped. But
that must be a Gamescom thing. He was up against the Lich King, and he was basically you had to do as much damage as possible. So he did 380 damage or something like that. And he had God knows how much health, and I think everyone was playing against him at a time. It's like a week. It was a tavern brawl of some sort. So,
okay. Well, the tavern brawl may have gone up now because it is Wednesday. I think Hold on. Let me check.
It's not quite Wednesday yet. We've got a few hours until it's Wednesday. It's
Is it not
Tuesday.
Wednesday? Is it not Wednesday? Oh, it's still Tuesday.
It is
Okay,
Tuesday.
then no.
Although
Still
Ireland
Tuesday.
is so far ahead of us, you know. Fucking that time gap.
No, the only thing news at Hearthstone is that some people did get a free Knights of the Frozen Throne card pack because there was a issue with the launch. Yeah, so they found that some people were getting a legendary on their 11th pack instead of the first 10 packs. So everyone gets a free Knights of the Frozen pack as apology. So if you log in today, you get yourself a free pack. And now, if you're watching it not live, then that was a few days ago, but you should still be able to get the free pack if you log in.
Cool. Well, there we go. There we go. Well, let's dive into let's go with the summer games for Overwatch kind of thing. Because me and Mike, we had a little play the other day.
Fucking undefeated we are. That's
Right.
sick, bruv.
I know we had a good run the other day. And I mean, I suppose this is the first time that you've really got into the whole summer games. And I mean, how have you found Lucio Ball?
It's fun. It's not Overwatch, is it? It's a completely different game. It's basically fucking Rocket League, isn't it?
I was going to say, it looks very much like Rocket League.
It's pretty similar. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun. I thought it was quite good. I can imagine if we played a team that actually know what they're doing, we'd be fucked. But yeah, it was just a pick up and play. It was quite good. It has made the competitive play for this month. Obviously, no one's playing at the moment. So when we tried to get into another normal game, that took fucking forever.
It did.
But, no, it was good. I almost scored a hat trick. Fucking couldn't though. And then yeah, I had fun. I was screaming fucking goal and shit. I wouldn't be that excited if I was playing FIFA. So I think it was good. What did you think?
I mean,
sorry, Dave.
Sorry, someone just donated money.
We don't have anything. We don't have any donate button, so ignore that thing in the chat there.
I was like, oh my god, that's a lot of money.
No. We don't have anything. It's just a spam bot of some sort.
Well, they're coming for you though.
Oh, there we are. There we go. We got the feds on you already. But yeah, no. Summer games wise, I did have a little play, last year when we kind of had the summer games, and not really too much has changed. Sort of going around on summer games this time round. But yeah, no, definitely a lot of fun. Lucio Ball is a bit of a laugh, really. It kind of it's good to have a little bit of a change here and there, because in all fairness, competitive play for myself gets old very quickly. Cause, I mean, that one game that we did play, we ended up playing. Oh, we got absolutely destroyed. But then, in all fairness, I hadn't played in fucking ages, and so.
And I was
yeah, you were glitching.
I wasn't even lagging, was I? I was like, my computer. It was for some reason I was going back and forth and back and forth. Like I couldn't stop moving, which you'd think is something that you would want to be able to do, but obviously when it's not where you're choosing to go, it's very difficult to fucking play.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I thought it was good. I'm a bit disappointed with the skins, although there are a couple that I have to get. I don't know how I'm going to get them, but I have to fucking get them. So what was it? The barbecuing command Soldier 76. And he's in his shorts and fucking no top on, barbecue and a fucking apron, barbecue regalia. And then there was one other one that looked quite good. But apart from that, I wasn't. It's really annoying that there's all those skins that you can't get until certain events. And I hope that they bring those events back at some time, because there's some that I really, 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 really want. And then other ones that I've got really rare ones that I didn't realise were sort of rare ones. So I've got a couple of the Halloween ones and stuff, which people all seem to like. I quite like the Halloween ones. And then, no, it was good Overwatch. I need to get back into it.
Yeah, me too, man. I think we need to get back on it, and we also need to buy it for
It's
Dave as
Dave.
well.
I don't know how his internet will cope though.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
in
shit. Good point.
fast action game, it might explode.
Yeah, wait till I'm in like a residence that is, part of the real world and actually has, streets and cars. And
Is that how your beard grew, Dave? Were you waiting for a web page to load and then suddenly the beard grew so much longer?
Pretty much, yeah.
Brilliant.
Can we let's do just a quick thing, Dave. Dave, can you do a speed test live on stream now? And let's know what you're rocking with.
Okay, hold on then.
You know what? And I'm gonna
I
do.
will do one as well.
We'll
I'm
do one.
plugged in, so
I am currently streaming right now as well, but it should be all right. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna get my live screen up for this, so I'm gonna get the speed test going. I'm using speedtest.net. Just to throw it out there. Let's all use the same one.
Yeah.
I'm using I basically put speed test, and then you can click the run speed test. Unless we're doing the proper one, which is Ookla speedtest.net.
Yep, speedtest.net.
That's what I use. Oh, my upload's not bad.
So look, you can see what's going on my one right now. So that's pretty good considering I'm streaming right now as well. I thought it would be like, oh look at that upload as well, man. Oh shit.
So I got, what did I finish on? 53.57 down, 16.73 up.
That's pretty fucking good, man. It looks like, well, my results are now in. It's 45.12 up, and sorry, down, and then up is 16.35. What's that? I think I'm gonna just quickly. I need to, because I can't quite see. Oh, 3.7. Oh,
my God.
Wow. I'm just waiting for the up speed. So
Up must be awful.
Oh. As his internet just died. Like, oh, fantastic.
Oh, Dave, your upload speed is fucking crazy. Imagine if you tried to stream.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Just explode.
Brilliant. Right.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's a top quality internet here. 0.32. That's just.
But yeah, Stag, man, we should definitely try and get, I don't know, a little Overwatch session every week. I'll try and stream it as well, and we'll just have a little session every week, man. We'll figure out a time, it'll probably change every week, I would have thought, with our schedules and shit. But yeah, we'll do it, man. We'll get on it.
When's Destiny released?
September 9th?
Oh, shit.
Or is it 8th? September 8th. I will be, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. You wanted to kind of play it with me on Xbox there, but no.
I play it on PlayStation, but I have to also. I probably need to save money for an Xbox One X rather than the fucking PS4. So.
Yeah, the only reason I'm getting it on PlayStation is because I've already got, good. I've got a good base of players that I know that are probably going to be picking up at the same time, and I'll have people to play. Cody! Oh my god!
Cody.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How you doing, my man? He's saying Xbox. Lol, Xbox. So make of that what you will. Hopefully, Cody might explain in the chat later.
It's the day before my birthday. If it's the 9th, so.
It's the 8th. It's the 8th. Sorry, it's the 8th. Is the Friday.
Yeah, for the weekend, I might be able to get one. How much is it? Well, actually, no, I don't think it's that much to get a second-hand PS4 these days. So
he said, "Just build a mini ITX PC for $500 You bloody wanker." And I've got a PC that probably is capable of running Destiny when it comes out as well. I've got
Speaking
an
of
Xbox
which,
One.
Leon,
I've got a PS4.
The Destiny icon is now on the Blizzard launcher.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah, it's because they're really trying to push the pre-order for when the beta, so you can get early access for the beta when it comes to PC. And in all fairness, just wait. Just honestly, it goes in open beta like a couple of days later, and if I'm honest, like in the beta that we had on the Xbox One and PS4, it was very minimal amount of content. It's not really worth it unless you're kind of like, it's not really going to sell it to you. Let's
It's
just
a
say it that
teaser.
way.
It's just a
There wasn't
teaser.
much content for the Destiny last time around for the PC version either when we were doing the open beta. I mean, it was all well and good and fun and stuff, and they could shoot stuff, but it didn't really feel like a game as such.
But yeah, right. So I mean, we've got Cody here again saying, I mean, the Xbox One X is cool and all, but they're making that Sony PS3 launch price mistake where PS4 Pro is going to be cheaper than dirt by the time Xbox One X becomes affordable. Yeah,
But they're different beasts, aren't they?
yeah, I'd say so. I'd say they are different things.
I didn't see the point in the PS4 Pro. Well, I was looking at them and I thought, apart from 4K and a couple of little tweaks, it's really a PS4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rebrand.
Yeah, no, it literally is just for the 4K kind of thing for PS4 Pro. I would say that's the only bonus there really. But then I don't think it's even proper 4K though, is it?
It's upscaled, I think. I don't. The thing is that 4K confuses me because there's not that much content out for 4K. So, although I did watch what did I watch? Premier League game in 4K. Jesus Christ. That is like, do you remember when HD came out and you saw live sports and it was like, oh my God, that looks so much better.
Yeah, I remember watching cricket on HD and going, oh my God, you can see the individual blades of grass.
Difference, to say the least. So I'm sure for gaming it is going to be the next step once it's properly rolled out and stuff. But yeah, that's some gaming.
Yes, no, I mean, Cody is on full form right now. So the Xbox One X is better spec-wise, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, sorry, nothing when you factor in Xbox Live and the price of games, as well as which is still going to be cheaper on the PS4 Pro. We was also saying if people cared about I think they're around the same price point, I would say as well. If people cared about specs, they would have given up on 30 FPS games as well. Yeah, I know. You've got a lot of fair points there, Cody. But at the end of the day, I can understand why people necessarily want the consoles, just because of the fact that you're locked in for a longer time period than you are with your PC in some sense. I mean, unless you're obviously paying a lot of money for a good PC in the first place, then obviously you're going to be future-proof for a little bit longer than maybe a console run, but I can kind of understand why people do go for consoles, because that pre-owned game market as well is a good reason for consoles as well. Be able to hand over those discs, let friends borrow games, stuff like that, where you can't necessarily really do that on PC unless you're handing over your login details to people. And do you really want to do that? I don't.
I don't know if you are more future-proof on a PC.
I'm just sort of saying. I wouldn't say you are. I think it's more. I think it depends on on how much you are necessarily spending on that PC in the first instance. I'm on about if you're spending a 1,000 or so on a really good fucking rig. I'd say that you're probably more than likely to be. I'd say a little bit longer than a console run,
Maybe.
but.
Yeah.
But still, that's a massive kind of pay and a massive price that you have to put there in the first place to be able to kind of make sure that you are up there. But there's always going to be that pros and cons. There's always going to be I'm an elite PC gamer. Fuck you, console scrubs. Shit. I couldn't give a fuck about that kind of shit. I've got an Xbox One. I've got a PS4. And I've got a PC that's capable of gaming.
That's the master race, mate. That's the master race. And you've got fucking everything.
It's just people want to play. I can understand their allegiance to kind of things like that, but nonsense. You don't really need that kind of shit. If you're happy with what you're playing on your system, then fucking good for you. That's more what I'm saying. Right, so he was like, I seriously want an Xbox One X exclusive, no PC port. That shows me why I would spend the price of Xbox One X to own one. And yeah, and which is fair enough, once again there as well. But anyway, let's move on from that kind of jazz for now. We might come back to that later, Cody. It might pop up again. But let's move on to some games now. Stagman, what's been cracking with you, man? What you been playing, dog?
So, let's think. Apart from Overwatch, I have. Good fucking question. A bit more Skate. A smidgen of everybody's golf. I have decided I'm going to make a comeback on UFC. So I've been actually practicing combo after combo, like literally like putting the work in, and I tried it out online and got fucked up again, so quickly turned off. I'm just at the stage now where I don't want to play the way that some people play online. You can either have the really aggressive type that just basically, it's not button bashing because it is all strategic, but they just pressure, and it's not fun. It's not really like, if both people do that, then it's literally like boom, 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 game over.
Darabib's asking if you fight in UFC. Hi Darabib, how you doing?
I fight in the UFC. I don't think my belly would let me fight in the UFC. That's for sure. But I've been looking very strongly a game that might have to make a comeback because the season's come back. Madden may have to make a fucking entrance after God knows how many years it's been.
Your wallet is ready.
So I'm making a decision now. If I download Madden and buy it, I am not allowed to play Ultimate Team, or I'm not allowed to purchase Ultimate Team stuff. It's one of the reasons I quite like UFC Ultimate, thing, because you can't trade and you can't buy. Well, you can buy packs because you can't trade. It's just you sort of build over time, rather than in that, because there's a trade system and everything. You kind of you want to get that exclusive for that week because that player will never come on the market again. Whereas sort of move sets, someone else will have that move at some point. What was the other fucking game that I played a lot of? Oh, so fucking Peggle. I didn't realise there was a mobile fucking version.
Of course.
So I've been called in now because my missus is shit and she can't finish certain levels, and I'm like the voice of reason now. So when a level can't be completed, they call the Peggle master himself. I haven't let myself download it yet because first of all, I'd have to do all the easy levels again, which I don't want to do. And second of all, I can see me losing my soul to that fucking thing. So I've realised I don't like in-depth games anymore. Like I still haven't completed Fallout. I've got all those games with loads of great story and whatever. I just want something I can pick up, play, and then put down. That's it.
Yeah.
So I just fucking bullshit games. I have downloaded Battlefield, so we're gonna have to give that a go. I just need to get
mates.
Because I have no idea where my headset's
That's
on.
Battlefield 1 for you people out there. It is on EA Access at the moment and Origin Access for you PC players out there as well.
It's such good value. I know we say this so often, but I was thinking about it. I looked at it. 20 quid, right? You've got at least 1,000 hours of gameplay there, if not more, because of the amount of games that you've got. And okay, some of the games are probably games that you would like, old FIFA and stuff like that, you're probably not going to play because you want to have the new one because that's where most people play. But, I mean, you've got all the Mass Effects, you've got racing games, you've got Need for Speed, you've got, I think there's one other one on there. You've got fucking Star Wars Battlefront, you've got fucking thingy, the one we just said, Battlefield 1. We've got Zoom, like all the shitty little games as well. Dragon Age is on there. The fucking Skate 3, which is 20 quid on its own. I'd fucking do that for Skate 3. You know, it's ridiculous the amount of stuff you get for that money.
I'm trying to find the list of games right now, but it's just saying join EA Access, and I'm like, I'm already on EA Access. Don't.
It also-
Yeah, you don't get the list of games until you joined EA Access.
But yeah, Skate
I'm
3
not,
is
this is
worth
not
it.
sponsorship either. We're not sponsored by EA Access. It's just, it's kind of strange to me for a company that are considered the money-grabbing bastards of the industry. They are giving away by far the most thing. I don't think any Humble Bundles ever had that much content in it for fucking. I know it's a subscription for a year. It's not a permanent purchase, but still, a year is a long time when you consider how much you can actually play in that time.
I mean, come on, we got Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1. this
Alone,
month.
like that's how much is that in the shops at the moment?
Oh, I'm
It's
not even sure. I'm not
20,
even sure.
30 quid probably at least. So it's definitely got some value on it.
Yeah, man, no, for sure. I mean, I mean, just to quickly sort of dive in on some of the games that I've been playing. I have been playing, Battlefield 1 here and there, just playing the odd game. I've sort of found, though, with Battlefield 1 is that when you get into a game on that, you're locked into that for quite a while. That's like a good, like sort of 20, 30 minutes, I'd say, in a game kind of thing, which is like a little bit longer than I would expect, on kind of that kind of game. But it works, I've got a good feel for it now. I'm starting to sort of understand, on how it plays. I mean, it's obviously, very similar to kind of other Battlefield games in the series. Yeah, definitely highly recommended. But, I'll tell you what I'll do is that I'll save going on about that game until, me and Mike both, get a play on it. Maybe we might have some footage as well for you in the future as well. But yeah, fun game. On EA Access, pick that shit up now. Titanfall 2 is another thing that I've been playing a lot on EA Access as well. I think Stag, once again, we need to get on that game as well. Because that is my game.
You like Titanfall 2?
I think the problem with, so just going back to what Cody's saying with the pre-programmed to never find anything good with EA published games, is that for the longest time EA was known as the evil bastard in publishing, and that they were just there to soul destroy and make people very sad. And so Cody's correct, there is a stigma with EA, and has been for a while. It's like, look at The Sims. The Sims came out as like a sort of a fun cutesy game that spawned into sort of monetization hell. And SimCity as well. SimCity was a classic that somehow EA got hold of, stuck into mobile online and turned it into a nightmare of monetization proportions. So it seems that they've had this massive uphill struggle, and they are turning it around, and they're now doing great things like EA Access and stuff. But because of that years of stigma that's been associated with them, that people are not quite yet ready to accept them. But Plants vs Zombies is a good example as well. Oh, that's an EA game, and the amount of free shit you get from that is amazing. And yes, there are some stuff that's a little bit on the dubious side, but on the whole, EA are starting to get better. They still have a long way to go before they are, awesome, but I would definitely rate them better than some of the shit that Ubisoft has pulled, and especially some of the shit that Konami's pulled in the recent few months. So we can look at potentially good things from them.
That's cool, man. Well, I mean, let's. I'm going to get away from bumming EA Access like mad. I mean, Skate 3 as well. In fact, we've got a few games to play, Stag, man. We've got a few games to play now.
Do you know what's really funny?
Yeah.
She's trying to play Skate 3 as we speak.
Amazing.
I don't think she's ever played it before, so this could be quite funny.
Game's great.
Don't fuck my shit up. Yeah, apart from that, I think it's just been a normal. Like, I haven't really got into anything properly. I'm very much going to be looking for a game I want to sort of really get into again. So I think it's maybe going to be Destiny. because that's one of the new releases coming up. I can't see anything else that really super excites me that's going to be like an ongoing game. There are some games coming that I want, but I don't think they're ones that will have longevity, sort of thing. So,
Sorry, Cody.
I'm going to have to get a PS4.
Cody is right on the fucking money there, and it's maybe an unpopular opinion, but I completely agree with you. Skate 3 is still better than any Tony Hawk game ever.
No, I won't have that. Tony Hawk 2.
I'm with him. I'm with Cody on this one.
It may be a better game, but it wasn't as fucking, because of one pure factor. Tony Hawk's 2 has the best soundtrack on a game probably ever.
Yeah.
The comparison between Skate and Tony Hawk's is the same comparison that you can make between FIFA and PES.
No,
in the sense.
Skate's a far better fucking game, realistically, because of like they literally changed the dynamic of how to do tricks, and there is FIFA and Pro Evo, although there's pressing a different button, it is very similar. This is completely different for it, but I still remember spending hour upon hour upon hour upon hour trying to get Christ stairs into crooked grind, into dark side slide, into 360 out, fucking the most ridiculous combo. And then I started doing what Skate 3 does so well on Tony Hawk's. So I used to play with my friend, and we wouldn't try to do the crazy moves. We would try to get a crappy character and do it so you flowed, so it looked like it was real. And that was actually so much more hard than actually pulling off some of the tricks. But the only thing was, it never had like a replay mode, so you couldn't record any of it. So it was like something would look really good and you couldn't record it. Now, obviously, you can do.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole with Skate 3. There's a whole video editor built into it as such, so which is great. A lot of fun to play with, and the fact that you can kind of move around items as well. Move ramps around. If they kind of make that custom kind of track for yourself in the first place. So, yeah, man, Skate 3, I'm all for it. So that's 3 games on EA Access that we need to play. But anyway, as I said, we need to stop.
What have you been playing this week? Leon.
I mean, mainly Elite Dangerous. Other than those EA sort of access titles, I've just sort of I don't know. It's been getting back into it, on a research, and these have something to do with it as well. Literally, set up in front
I'm surprised that the back wall of your room hasn't been turned into a spaceship as well. That it's just. Everything about it is so futuristic. You board yourself and everything just so you can feel more at home with the experience.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, honestly, all I'm missing now is the VR, and I really want to get like a VR headset just so that I can be like.
Have you got the 3 monitors?
In my spaceship. No, I've only got 2. So.
You need to get the 3 monitors.
But no, I've been getting into it in a big bad way lately, and at the moment I'm just trying to level up my the faction that I'm with, which is Zachary Hudson, which is a federation in the Federation, and I'm basically trying to get up to, I think it's around the 4th rank, so that I can get a federal dropship, which is kind of looking to probably cost me around, I think it's probably about 15 mil. So there's the federal dropship there, I'm hoping to get there soon. I'm kind of got up to rank 2 at the moment within the Federation. I just got to do a lot more missions, then do the special Navy, Federal Navy missions that pop up when I kind of get to 100%. I'm really looking forward to experimenting, getting some more ships. I mean, I've had a look at my hours played on that game now, and I'm over 200 hours on that game now.
Wow.
So I mean, Destiny still is probably one of my most played games. I mean, other than Final Fantasy VII, I haven't counted those hours, and that's probably a ridiculous amount. Yeah, I mean, Destiny was over 400 hours on that game. So the problem is that I know that this is all going to be hidden away again when Destiny comes out on on September the 8th. I am literally just going to be lost into that game. I'm fairly sure. Generally, what happens with that when that game comes out. So I don't know. I don't know. But for people that haven't really picked up Elite, it's a great game to play. It's an open world space game in general. There is sort of like some you can do many different type of things in there. So you can go and explore. Maybe go to the center of the Milky Way or something like that. You can go, a ridiculous amount. I mean, if you really wanted to spend the time, to go across the whole galaxy, it would probably take you a few weeks if you wanted to actually do that properly. There is, bounty hunting, which is pretty much what I do most of the time. You can kind of do trading as well, so you can get, a nice good like transport a ship or something like that, with a nice big cargo space, and actually do like trade routes. So like there is so much to do in this game. And I still feel like I haven't really scratched the surface, and that's 200 hours in. That's how ridiculous this game is. So honestly, get on it. It's steep learning curve, but a lot of fun for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get off that. I know that Cody was saying if I played Overload, Overload and Hellpoint demos, give them a try if you want. I must say I haven't. I will have to check them out in the future, and hopefully I will pass on my opinion in the future. Now let's move on to some other jazz. Now games wise, that's pretty much all that's been going on for me. So let's get into some news. I've been pretty excited to hear about that they were kind of doing another Dissidia game that's going to be on the PS4. We have actually finally got a release date for that now, which I am still in the process of bringing up. Hold on. I believe it's coming in January, if I remember rightly, though. So here we go. Yep, end of January that we're getting that, 30th of January. And I am excited for it. We did see a trailer I think it was about a month or so back, which is for the Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. I mean, who doesn't want a Final Fantasy fighting game, right? I mean,
they've done a Final Fantasy fighting game before, Urkheis.
And also, they actually did have Dissidia, which I have got a lovely wall scroll of Dissidia up there. So that was on the PSP originally. If you did sort of buy it digitally on PSP, you can download it on your PS Vita still. I believe it is actually compatible with PlayStation TV as well, and I definitely recommend it. A lot of fun to play, and I am really looking forward to sort of this new kind of following style.
Hopefully it'll be better than Urkheis. Urkheis was a nice idea, but poorly executed. So hopefully this time around they'll have learned from their mistakes and make it an actual fluid controls. Because I think that was the thing that let it down the most, was the fact that the controls were horrendous. And it just felt like you were fighting two giant elephants in a vat full of pudding, rather than actual sort of any sort of decent fighting game.
Well, let's see if I can bring up that trailer. That was, there we go. We'll bring up that trailer. I'll have that on in the background. I mean, honestly, I think this looks really good. I'm looking forward to it.
It's Team Ninja, so that's good.
It did play well, the first Dissidia I found, but I don't know. We'll see on how this one works. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fairly pretty game. So I'm in. Is it actually going to give us any proper footage? Let's see. Let's get some fight. Here we go. There you go.
Oh wow, that's a really big fight field.
Oh yeah, it's because it was in a 3D space as such. It was in the original Final Fantasy Dissidia as well. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be sort of like team based as well, which wasn't like that in on the original PSP version of the game. So it should be cool. There is actually a story within the PSP version of the game as well. So I'll be interested to see if they kind of do their sort of campaign kind of stuff on this. So
So I'm seeing a lot of Final Fantasy 13 locations.
Sorry, I just that was amazing. I just saw Cody say Squall versus Cloud. Who can out emo who in the combat?
It really is.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. I mean, yeah, 30th of January that we're going to be getting that next year.
Colour
So
me intrigued.
yeah, man. Well, I mean, you need to get a fucking PS4 and stop being on the Stone Age. So fingers crossed that'll happen at some point.
Yeah,
when the
my
next
next
gen comes out, he'll get this gen.
okay, well, my next purchase that I'm hoping to get hold of is a capture card, and they're not
Ooh.
cheap.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Right. Well, I mean, as it is kind of Gamescom week, let's quickly touch on the Microsoft conference that we did have. I must admit, I haven't really checked this out properly as of yet. So the stuff that I am kind of going to be looking at is from a GameSpot article that I have sort of pulled up here, just because I like to, reference the people that I'm kind of taking their information from. So we got some more sort of Xbox One X news, in other words, on what kind of games were going to be enhanced at launch, which is going to be over 100 games apparently. Let's have a look at what some of those games are. So let's have a look. I just need to stop that from making noises. Anthem, obviously, because that's fucking obvious, isn't it? What else have we got here? Black Desert. I think that's the MMO, if I remember rightly. It's very, very pretty MMO. If you haven't played it already. What else have we got here? Assassin's Creed Origins, which they did actually show a new trailer at that conference for that as well, which was actually more sort of tailored towards the story in some sense. They're calling it the cinematic trailer there. So, what else have we got here? We also got.
Speaking of,
Sorry.
there's an Assassin's Creed Rebellion.
I don't know.
New strategy RPG that's coming out on mobile called Assassin's Creed Rebellion. It's a new Fallout Shelter style game where you build your own Assassin Brotherhood, and it's for iOS and Android. So basically they look like those chibis from Nintendo.
Oh yeah, they totally do as well. I mean, it's just.
So that could be interesting. So it seems that a lot of the big titles are getting their own mobile game as well, because mobile game now is just huge, so it does make sense. But interesting. So if you can't, you need more Assassin's Creed fix that's not on your console, then you can now play it on your mobile.
Oh, cool. We're still getting those fucking troll things about the money kind of thing. Actioners donated $50. Thank you. The King of Awesome.
We're going to be fucking rich, boys.
Yeah, mate. Well, what did we get earlier? Was it $650?
$700 of virtual money.
$700 of your fake money. Thank you. We appreciate that. What else we got here? There was a trailer for Jurassic World Evolution, which is it's basically from the makers of the Planet Coaster. So it's kind of like I'm assuming roller coaster tycoon kind of game. Let's have a look. Let's see what I can find on that.
It is very much like that.
That's cool.
It's like the mobile game.
Oh, is it like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I thought it was a fucking trailer for a new film, and then I was very disappointed. I was like, they've really gone backwards on the fucking level of the graphics that they. Oh, now I see. Yeah, like this bit. Well, this was my impression of this. So I see this, and I was like, okay, well that looks shit compared to the last one. Right. Okay. What's going on? And then I was like, oh, now I understand what this is. So yeah.
Well, there we go. So we're getting another part
That's
kind of building.
That's always good.
Run away!
Ah!
Body slam this one. Douche.
So this is a new Jurassic Park then.
Well, this is a fucking, I don't know. It looks a bit. I stopped around here because I thought, okay, well, this looks just like the mobile game where you have to fucking build a park and stuff, but obviously like an updated, higher sort of thing for it. So I kind of quickly went, yeah, this wasn't what I thought it was. I will turn you off.
We've also got some news about the new Shadow of War. I've still been playing. What was it? Is Shadow of Mordor? That was the original. Was it? Yeah, I've still been playing that as well. I've just got to a new area kind of thing on that game as well. Really enjoying it as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. They did kind of show a new trailer as well. Which is looking pretty fucking good, in all fairness. I mean, if the first game's anything to go by, I'm sure they're going to do pretty well with it. I know they're updating the Nemesis system and that as well. It's looking kind of cool on how things are going to be working with people teaming up with you and that as well. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested to see on how they're going to take this on further. We got Cody. Shadow of microtransactions. I don't know. We'll have to see. There was some shady shit around that, I think, but I don't know. We'll see. What else was out on that conference? I think that's probably about it. I mean, they did kind of announce that there was going to be a Xbox One S kind of bundle and something that's coming alongside it. I'm just trying to see what else we got here. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh,
Squeenix was at Gamescom.
Oh yeah.
Squeenix, they did an update, expansions to the Final Fantasy 15 universe with the newly announced Windows Edition. There's a new Rise of the Tomb Raider on Xbox One X. And then there's the Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, which we've already talked about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought another interesting thing as well.
There's more Life is Strange as well. Life is Strange Before the Storm, HD remaster of the series. God, this press release is all over the shop. So yeah, lots of updates to older Final Fantasy games, some new Final Fantasy stuff, Final Fantasy 14 stuff.
I'm assuming it's still very quiet on the Final Fantasy 7 remake wise.
Yeah, absolutely nothing on the Final Fantasy 7. Stuff about the mobile Final Fantasy 15 game, which is just shit. It's got nothing to do with Final Fantasy at all. And then there's the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius as well, which is something else that's a mobile thing. But yeah, nothing.
You're right.
Nothing on the Final Fantasy 7. Oh, there's even a Final Fantasy trading card game that they've been talking about because everyone's getting in on trading card games.
Yeah, they're the thing right now. They're hot. They want
really
some of that Hearthstone money. And Gwent, I suppose. I think Gwent's not doing too bad either. But...
Well, yeah, there's a big thing on Gwent at Gamescom as well.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
We're just.
Has anyone seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advert that comes on YouTube or whatever? Right. Hold on. I'm going to send you.
Ad block.
Okay. I'm going to have to send you a link for the. I'll find it, right? Because there is no way in hell this man has ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he has the swagger of a Don Dapper, and he literally he looks like he could pull any lady, and he's like, and with my last move I pulled Dark Permission and da 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 and all this stuff, and I literally it's like, what the fuck is this? No, this guy does not play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And he doesn't talk that way. So I will have to find it, and I'll link it to you when I find it.
All right, cool.
Excellent. The Gwent, there's a Thronebreaker as a new single-player campaign, and Gwent has now gone esports. So there is a esports Gwent tournament coming up.
That's interesting. Right. I mean, just quickly, I thought another little interesting thing for the Microsoft constant I did kind of see was that Sea of Thieves is going to be cross-play between Xbox One and PC players, which that's pretty cool. I'm kind of glad that they are going to be doing something like that. I want to see more of it. I want to see more crossplay, and I even want to see crossplay over to Sony. So Sony, stop being a little bitch and just do it. Because it's Sony are the ones that are really fucking us over when it comes to this crossplay shit at the moment. Right, I'm bringing up your Yu-Gi-Oh thing now. Hold on.
Right, you got to watch this shit because this is just fucking ridiculous.
All right. Well, you know what? Should we get some sound on it as well? You're not
Let's
you'll
do
be
it.
able to hear it.
Already.
But I'll be able to hear it. So let's get that.
On the field, I summon Dark Magician. Declare direct attack. You got me.
Yeah, you're right. This guy already. Sorry. I need to actually bring out.
It's just the intro. That's like the rest of it, whatever. But
hold on. I'm bringing it back.
Just so funny.
Bringing it back. All right, let's get out.
This guy does not play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Monsters left on the field. I summon Dark Magician. Declare direct attack. You got me. Told you I was the master.
Boosh, bitch.
I gotta bounce, guys.
It's like what?
I got to bounce, guys. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
mate.
and then like this. No, wait, because it gets better.
All right.
Who's the second least likely kind of person that would ever play Yu-Gi-Oh? Would it be an attractive female chasing him down to play him at the game? It could be. This is fucking bullshit, man.
No truth in this art, man. No truth in this art.
Look, this would never happen. In real life. This is absolute. Look, Jewel, let's get it on. And then she's like, yeah, I'll fuck you up. Obviously, it's an advert, but
Yeah, because welcome to the real world. Because this happens in real world all the time. You know, and obviously no traffic.
is that Trisha Hirschberg?
I don't know.
Oh, turn it to you go. Boom, game over.
There you go. All right. Well, that's enough of that for now, anyway. But yeah, I can see where you're
Maybe
coming
after I'll start.
Yeah, Cody, it is going to be a total Netflix original series. You can just tell the level of quality there.
Man. Well, I mean, as that was a mobile game there, I saw that you, before the podcast, Dave, you sent me a link to something. What was that?
Okay, so speaking of CCG games and you know, every game having its own mobile version, the South Park Fractured But Whole game going to be dropping in our laps October time, and alongside this, they have decided that they're going to bring out South Park Phone Destroyer, which is a CCG type game for the mobile. It's going to be for Android and iOS, and basically you have all your favorite characters in card-based format, and then you fight each other, and you will be able to kill Kenny. So you know the biggest selling point is killing Kenny. The trailer is actually really funny. It's basically they're sort of taking the original South Park Stick of Truth style. So it's that sort of, you know, type of graphics. So, you know, it's pretty much just South Park. And if you pre-release it, so if you pre-register, there is rumors that you get a bonus Man Bear Pig outfit when the game launches. Although I've only ever seen that on one news article, I haven't seen it anywhere else. So the truth of that is yet to be seen. But it's South Park. It's CCG, trading card game battles, you know, what's not to love. So it will be interesting to check that out when it comes out in, I believe, October at the same time as the Fractured But Whole game. Right now, the game is soft launched in places like Finland and Canada. So if you set your phone regions to that, then technically you should be able to get it. That is generally how it's worked before when they do soft launches to various regions of the world. But so if you are eager to get hold of it before it's been officially released, then you can try that.
Fair enough.
Yes.
And then lastly, I saw something else that you've necessarily put in there. What's cracking with that?
Yeah, so way back in 1999, a game came out on the PlayStation called Fear Effect. I don't know if you remember this. It was a small game. It was pretty good. It generated a lot of good feedback. You basically played a bunch of people dealing with the underground in Hong Kong or something. I didn't really play it. I think I might have a copy somewhere. It was going to be a trilogy. They did the first game and then the second game, and the third game kind of never happened. And then through the power of the Kickstarter, some people got together and they were going to do a remake. And then they went, you know what, let's do this properly. So they did. So they got the original guy back, and now they are bringing out Fear Effect, and it's going to be on the Switch, and the PS4, and the Xbox One, and the PC. And it's going to be good. So if you're a fan of the original, then definitely worth checking this out.
Cool, man. Well, there we go. I mean, I think that pretty much wraps up another show for this week. But quickly, Dave, man, what's going to be going on video this week? Are you going to be doing another Hearthstone video at all, or what else are you going to be doing?
It's so it'll be another Tavern Brawl and another Hearthstone adventure, because obviously this week it's the Lich King, as I mentioned earlier. So I will be putting together. I will probably not be putting together 9 videos of every single class. What I will probably do is pick highlights of those 9 fights and put them together into some sort of show reel
montage.
Montage. Yeah, I'll also put
montage
suitable
and montage.
80s music to go with it. I will also be putting out a video of the new Arthas class with all his speeches, so that was something to look forward to. And require a alpha build of an upcoming game called Meet the Neighbor, or Hello Neighbor, I believe it's called Hello Neighbor, where you play a guy whose neighbor is up to nefarious deeds in his basement. It's a game that's coming soon, and so I'll be putting up a video of the alpha build of that, of me running around it's basically a tutorial house showcasing the stuff that's going to be coming up in the game. So that'll be coming out soon-ish.
Nice, man. Nice. That'd be cool, man. I mean,
I'll talk about more about that next week.
That's cool, man. Well, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and hopefully get on a stream again this week. Probably maybe some Elite Dangerous, unless, me and Mike might be able to sync up on some times. We might be able to play some, maybe some Overwatch, maybe some Battlefield 1, maybe some Titanfall 2. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely want to try and get into some more footage as well. See what I can do. I mean, Stagman, are you able to maybe get in some of that streaming vibe at some point, my man? Maybe one day.
I don't know how I could do it, because I don't think I could stream from my Xbox. I just wouldn't have video of me.
Well, which is fine, like if you just want to just get playing and see what comes out. I mean, I'm starting to think there's maybe some of my Elite Dangerous videos I might not have my video there as well, just so that my computer helps.
Okay, I'll do a UFC fucking stream. I will fucking do a UFC stream.
You need to get a mic sorted again as well, then, I suppose.
Hey, my name's fucking Mike. I got it sorted.
Well, there we go. So hopefully, we're going to have plenty of content coming up soon on our Twitch here. But yeah, I mean, let's wrap up this baby. So if you'd like to take part in a conversation, you can go on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/GameOverYeah.
You can tweet us using @GoVYeah, and you can also follow us on Twitch if you're listening to us not on Twitch right now, which is www.twitch.tv/GoVYeah, spelled GoVeryeah.
Myself, Leon, Dave, his rats, his cats, and his internet would all appreciate it if you could subscribe to the YouTube. That's youtube.com/user/GameOverYeahUK. Or if you want to get any information on us, or if you want to come on the show, it's contact us at gameoveryeah.net.
And don't forget, the most important place with all these lovely links, which is our website, gameoveryeah.net. I'd just like to thank anyone who was watching today live, and if you are watching this in the future, leave us a little comment below on the YouTube. That'd be fantastic for us, because it'd be good to just get a little bit of feedback, coming our way. But yeah, anyway, thank you for joining us, and until next time.
Game over,
yeah.
Game over. Yeah.